Worldwide demand is making coconuts one of the highest yielding cash crops available today. Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and many high net worth individuals have invested billions of dollars into coconuts for strong growth and solid long-term income. Yields could be as high as 18% or more per year. Capital appreciation and exceptional income for up to 60 long years would be an absolutely brilliant investment to pass on to future generations. Diversify wisely with direct ownership of fully managed coconuts on prime farmland close to the beautiful Costa Rican border. For more information, qualified accredited investors should go to profitsincoconuts.com or phone 855-888-6288. That's 855-888-6288. This announcement does not constitute an offer to sell securities or a solicitation of an offer to purchase. Offer made by prospectus only. 855-888-6288 or visit profitsincoconuts.com. profitsincoconuts.com.
And it is 7:48 on this Wednesday morning. You're listening to Business for Breakfast. What if I told you that the cost of a cup of coffee could easily double in the next 7 years? You might say that's crazy, but that's exactly what's happened over the past 7 years. Global consumption of coffee is increasing, and with climate change concerns, prices could soar. But what if you made money every time somebody drank a cup of coffee? Maybe higher prices would make you happy. Well, on the phone with us is Alex Wilson, CEO of Precious Timber. And Alex grows coffee, coconuts, and tropical hardwoods in the Central American tropics. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning, Ken.
Well, a latte used to be $1.50, not that long ago, as a matter of fact. What happened?
Yeah, well, several things, Ken, actually. First, let's take a look at the demand side, shall we? While the U.S. has now for many decades been the world's largest consumer of coffee, with 50% of the population drinking an average of, I think it's 3 cups per day, which that turns into 400 million cups each and every day here in the U.S. And the U.S. imports just a little over $4 billion of coffee annually. So the trend has grown for coffee, mainly from the millennials. The millennials now wanting more and more of that specialty flavor and specialty blends. You see all of these specialty coffee shops open up. You add to that the expanding Asian countries, which for the longest time, China and India, for example, they were just tea drinkers. And today, they're moving more and more into coffee. So that's on the demand side. The other side, quickly, is the supply side. We do have to navigate climate change. Other than Hawaii, quality coffee really is not grown in the U.S., of course. It's grown between the tropics of Capricorn and the Tropic of Cancer. So there's a limited and finite area on the planet to be able to grow coffee beans that supports the huge demand.
Yeah, and Alex, I understand there's a crisis brewing, so to speak, in the coconut world, too. What's going on with coconuts?
Well, I've been doing a lot of homework on that. Of course, we're in the coconut business, and yes, at first, I think a lot of us a decade or so ago may not have really seen the coconut other than a few times at Grandma's when she was cooking, coconut macaroons. But the coconut itself has morphed into a real powerhouse commodity from those days at Grandma's kitchen to today, where coconuts, it's in cosmetics, it's in cooking, it's in baking, it's in food coloring and filters, even pet foods, biofuel. I mean, the list is crazy. That the shell of a coconut is used for activated carbon, which is, to filter water, mattresses, doormats, brooms. I could go on and on and on about where the coconut, but here's the problem. Only three countries on the planet provide about 90% of the global supply of coconuts: India, Philippines, Indonesia. And their problem is their trees are aging. They're already at their very end of their productive life. So here we are. We've got a commodity that's, exploding, and the supply chain, of course, is threatened. So that $2.99 coconut that you get at Whole Foods may be doubling soon.
Ooh. Well, you're on the growing side, and that all sounds good for big business, but maybe not for us consumers. So let me ask you, how would an investor position themselves to take advantage of these possibilities?
Well, we offer accredited investors, Ken, a blended agricultural fund. It's a U.S. fund. It includes coffee, coconuts, and valuable tropical hardwoods. It's a really attractive approach that's expected to provide above average annual yields and above average annual dividends for the fund member, strong capital appreciation, great diversification, and what I like to really am proud of is that we built it as a triple bottom line approach, which means the investment is not just for profits, but also it creates a meaningful difference in the lives of underprivileged people in the Central American marketplace, and also environmental benefits too.
Alex Wilson, CEO of Precious Timber. Before we let you go, tell our listeners how to get more information, stuff that we might not have had time to cover this morning.
Yeah, if you're interested in the fund or just interested in learning about coffee, coconuts, and other agricultural alternative assets, pop on our website. It's precioustimber.com, precioustimber.com, or call me direct at 855-888-6288. Be happy to share the information.
Excellent. Alex, thanks again for joining us this morning.
Many thanks, Ken.